because I go out there, because that's where I'm from. I started playing in 1982 in the 6th grade in the intermediate school in Missouri. The only formal training I had was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And so I know my ability to play is a gift from God, because I don't read a lick of music. I just play from my heart and play from my soul. But anyway, but when I go in there and play in the band classes and stuff, you know, and they're like just staring at my fingers and just mesmerized, I say, you know, I tell you a story. I say, when I was sitting right there where y'all are, I used to do the same thing. One time I thought something was wrong with my saxophone, because I would hear all these other people playing. I'm like, man, my horn can't do that. You know, and I'm like, man, you know, one time me and my dad, we went to H&H up in Houston, and I wanted to see what was the problem, if I needed another mouthpiece, if I needed another horn, and something was wrong, you know, because I can't sound like them other guys. So went there, you know, and they showed me all these different mouthpieces, and jazz saxophone mouthpieces, all these high-dollar mouthpieces, I mean, everything. I was trying some of everything, and I just couldn't get it to sound like that. And then finally, the guy behind the counter, he said, let me see your horn. And so he got my horn, and he put his mouthpiece on there, and boy, he just tore it up. And I'm like, well, nothing wrong with my horn. So then I went back to the drawing board, because I knew what the problem was. It was with me. It wasn't the horn, it was me. So, and the students always ask me, they ask me, you know, man, what makes you a professional? I mean, you know, how do you get to be a professional? How do you play the saxophone professionally? You know, what's the difference between a professional and an amateur? You know, and I mean, it's simple. It's real simple. It doesn't take a lot of rocket science. I tell them, I tell you the difference between a professional saxophonist and an amateur saxophonist. They say, what is it? You don't mess up? I say, I mess up all the time. So it's not that you don't mess up. What is this, the kind of horn you play? I say, this horn is a Yamaha YAS-23. It's considered a student horn. This is the third horn I've had in 27 years, and it's the same one I started in the 6th grade with. So it's not the horn. I say, well, what is it? I mean, what makes the difference between a professional and amateur? I say, the professional gets paid to mess up. That's the only difference. The professional gets paid. So I mess up. My horn ain't all that. It's a little $1,300 horn, brand new. You know, you got the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 saxes. And this one here sounds just as good as them to me, so I stick with what I got. They asked me about my mouthpiece. They asked me about my reed. I'm playing the same thing you playing in the 7th grade. This here is that, you know. And so I just like to encourage them, so they'll know all they got to do is follow their heart and follow their dreams and practice. You got to practice. You got to, you know, I mean, I didn't get like this overnight. And like I said earlier, I'm still not where I want to be. But it just takes a lot of determination, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of perseverance. And one of these days, you'll get where you want to be. But anyway.